Okay, let's jump into another deep dive. Today we're getting some quick, useful info on a specific health check. The testosterone blood test. We've been looking at a guide from Blood Test UK, and it's interesting because it gives a local angle, using Stafford as an example.
Right, and our goal here is pretty simple. What exactly is this test? And maybe more importantly, what are the real, straightforward benefits you get from knowing your results? Think of it like this. Testosterone is a really key hormone. It helps manage things like your muscle, your energy levels, just how you feel day to day.
Yeah, knowing your number is kind of like knowing a vital stat, isn't it?
Exactly. Smart self-management.
So the source, Blood Test UK, it starts by explaining the test itself. Basically, it just checks how much testosterone is floating around in your blood. And this simple check helps doctors see if your levels are maybe too low, or sometimes even too high. Both can signal different things.
And what's really useful about this Blood Test UK guide is how it pins down the where. Using Stafford, as a specific example. So if you happen to be in or near Stafford, it mentions places like Stafford General Hospital. That's through the NHS, of course. Or you've got private options, like it names the clinic Stafford. So there are different routes you can take.
It shows it's not some obscure test, right? It's pretty standard.
Definitely standard.
And the process itself sounds really straightforward. It's just a quick blood draw, usually from your arm. But one thing the source, Blood Test UK, really flags is preparing for it. You might need a fast beforehand.
Yes. Fasting, that's important.
Why is that exactly?
Well, testosterone levels they can shift a bit depending on the time of day or if you've just eaten. So fasting just helps get a clearer, more stable picture of your baseline level.
Got it. Makes sense. So, okay, that brings us to the why. Why should you even bother getting this checked, especially if you feel, generally okay?
That's the core question, isn't it? But if we look at the bigger picture, the real reason to care is that having balanced levels affects so much of how your body actually works. It's not just about building big muscles you can see. It's about keeping everything running smoothly, structurally sound.
Right. And this is where the Blood Test UK source really lays out the benefits. It says finding low levels and then potentially correcting them can mean more energy.
Which most people would appreciate.
Absolutely. But also better moods, stronger muscles, like you said, and it even helps keep your bones strong. That's a big one, especially as you get older.
Yeah, bone density is crucial. The guide points that out, helps prevent things like fractures down the line. And it's not just physical. Balanced levels help your brain too. The guide links low T, as it's often called, to things like poor focus, maybe feeling more worried or anxious than usual.
Like that brain fog some people talk about.
Exactly, that kind of thing. So getting levels right can often mean feeling sharper, mentally clearer, less bogged down by worry.
That's really significant. And we should probably mention, this isn't just a test relevant for men, is it?
No, absolutely not. Women need testosterone too, just in different amounts. Healthy levels are important for their bone health, muscle function, and overall well-being as well.
Okay. And sometimes I think the test can help diagnose other things in women if levels are off.
Yes. For instance, levels that are too high might sometimes point towards conditions like PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. So it's a useful diagnostic clue there too.
So, wrapping this up, what's the main takeaway here? Getting tested seems like a potential first step toward feeling a whole lot better, potentially.
It really can be. Whether you go through the NHS, perhaps at Stafford General, like the guide mentions, or choose a private clinic, understanding your hormone situation is, it's powerful knowledge. The cost privately, Blood Test UK suggests it might be somewhere between, say, 50 pounds and 150 pounds. But if there's a clear medical need, the NHS route would usually cover it. Knowledge is key, really.
Definitely. Okay, so here's a final thought to leave you with, something the Blood Test UK guide touches on. Even if your test results come back perfectly fine, keeping those levels healthy often comes down to pretty simple stuff, things you can control.
Lifestyle factors.
Exactly. Like regular exercise, especially lifting weights, strength training, plus getting good quality sleep and finding ways to manage stress. These seem to be your best bet for keeping things balanced naturally. Something for you to think about or maybe look into for yourself.